Hello everyone, I am Dr. Amir Abbas and I welcome you all to the first video in the series of videos on R programming. In this series, we will produce small videos on specific aspects of R programming. In this video, we'll focus on introduction to R language. Well, talking about introduction to R language, we'll talk about history of this language, its statistical features, an overview of some important packages in R, some information about different interfaces, some background about different communities from which one can take help. Finally, we will talk about R journal. If you are watching this video on my YouTube channel, you will be able to navigate through different portions using the timestamps specified in the description of this video. A word of caution here that you might hear many words during this session that you might be hearing for the first time. All of us pass through that phase. So if you do not know the meaning of a word or a type of model being used, please Google that to get the definition of that specific concept. In this video, we will be introducing different concepts and we will go deep into many of these concepts in the subsequent videos. We'll start about history of R programming along with the timelines of different events. R is based on S programming language that was formulated in 1976. S Plus was available as a commercial software in 1988. In 1991, Robert Gentleman and Ross Ehaka did some early work on coming up with R language. Both of them worked at University of Auckland. In 1997, a website named Comprehensive R Archive Network, which is called CRAN in short, was made, and it resulted in streamlining different resources related to R. It enables access to different resources related to R, including different related packages and other relevant information. At this point, R was still in its beta version. R 1.0.0 was released on February 29, 2000. You can still download this version even today and use it to study the interface. In March 2003, R Foundation was founded. The founders of R were the presidents of this foundation. Additionally, the copyright of this software belongs to R Foundation. This foundation started work on activities that included organizing conferences and publishing an R journal. In January of 2009, the ability of R to captivate analysts was published in New York Times. And it was from that time that R got real attention of analysts, despite the fact that it was available for quite a time to the analysts. In February of 2011, R Studio was released and it made the use of R language quite easy. In June 2015, R Consortium was founded. This is a combination of a number of organizations which work on development of R and R community. In 2019, there were more than 15,000 packages available in R for different functionality, and the list is growing on a regular basis. Just to keep us on track, this is the agenda as was specified in the beginning of this video. The next item on the agenda for this video is to talk about statistical features supported by R. R makes it quite easy to import different types of data files. These data files may be text files or files belonging to each one of CSV, Excel, SPSS, data, or SAS file formats. Additionally, we all know that real-world data is not clean, and R has important functionality to help us clean the data. That includes, but is not limited to, dealing with missing values. With the help of R, we can easily filter or transform real-world messy data sets. Additionally, at times, we need to combine or merge different data sets. This all can be done easily using different packages in R. R can easily perform different types of statistical analysis that include but is not limited to running different types of descriptive statistics, data visualization for exploration and communication, different testing different types of hypotheses, sampling, and different types of regression analysis. R takes data visualization to a whole new level, or has introduced something that is called as grammar of graphics, that can be called as a whole language in its own. It can be safely said that data visualization is an important strength that R has compared to other languages like Python. These visualizations can be static or interactive. Additionally, as data visualization can be used for data exploration, data visualization can be used for data exploration and data communication. Therefore, one can use R for both of these. In time series analysis, one can engage in simple time series analysis using R. Additionally, we can also engage autoregressive integrated moving average models, which are called as ARIMA models in short. R can be used to forecast time series data. Visualization of time series data can be tricky at times, and R has some strong libraries in helping us facilitate visualization of time series data. R can be quite effectively used for different types of analysis in financial sector. These analysis can include risk management, equity valuation, life insurance product valuation, bond valuation, credit risk modeling, and generalized autoregressive conditional heteroscedasticity models called GARCH in short. R has some cutting edge machine learning libraries. With the help of R, one can engage in both supervised and unsupervised learning. For supervised learning, one can perform linear and logistic regression. Tree-based models support vector machine. Additionally, R provides support for tuning the hyperparameters to come up with the models that are best suited to predict the outcome in a specific situation. For unsupervised learning, we can easily perform tasks like cluster analysis, factor analysis, and dimensionality detection using R. Unstructured data is an important component of data analytics in this time. An important component of unstructured analytics is text analysis. With the help of R, you can easily use regular expressions. Additionally, it is quite easy to explore and visualize data. We can easily perform sentiment analysis and topic modeling using R. R can be effectively used to create maps for spatial analysis of different variables, especially for computing spatial statistics and formulating interactive spatial maps. Marketing analysis using R can be used to analyze social media data. It can also be used to do market basket analysis using machine learning. We can also perform choice and response modeling using R. R can also be used for genomic data analysis to perform next generation sequencing and RNA sequence differential expression analysis. R is quite effective in helping us process and analyze big data. We can use R to analyze big data. R can be used for scalable data processing to process large data sets. Use of Spark in R make it quite effective to process huge data sets. Similarly, we can use R for parallel programming. Shiny in R can be used to make web applications interactive. Shiny in R can be used to make web applications interactive analytics pipelines so that individuals and researchers can do data analysis without coding. It can also be used to make interactive dashboards. Now we'll talk about some packages in R, some important packages in R. ggplot2 library is one of the most important libraries to know in R. It has introduced the concept of grammar of graphics, which introduces a discipline to data visualization. It can be used to visualize 1, 2, or 3 variables at the same time. Additionally, combination of ggplot2 with plotly can be used to formulate interactive graphics. Plot 3D can be used to visualize in 3 dimensions. Package data.table can be used to process large amount of data. It can be used to process large amount of genomic or business data, which otherwise can be quite difficult to process. Deployer, deployer is another important package in R. It is mainly used for data manipulation. This data manipulation can be in the form of filtering some rows for analysis, selecting few columns and leaving others, and presenting summary statistics in effective ways. TidyR is another package which is used to make a tidy dataset. The tidy dataset is one where every row is one observation and every column is a separate variable. Shiny package in R can be used to make web applications without knowing or requiring any other computing language. It can be used to make interactive analytics pipeline to empower the end user to manipulate the process of data analysis. Similarly, it can also be used to make informative dashboards. Knitter is a package that is used for report creation. It can be used to ensure that the output, especially tables, are formatted well and can be directly used in the reports rather than giving an ugly look to the report. MLR3 is a package that can be used for machine learning, clustering, regression analysis, classification, and survival analysis. XGBoot is another package which can ensure faster implementation of different classification, ranking, and regression problems. Caret is a package that can be used for data pre-processing, data splitting, feature selection, machine learning, model tuning, and variable importance to find out variable importance. Now we'll talk about interfaces we can use for R programming. Traditionally, users have used R console to use R, but currently there are better interfaces available to write and run R code. Recently, different integrated development environments called IDEs were created. Different IDEs include RETL GUI, R Commander, RKWord, RStudio, TinR, Eclipse, and Visual Studio. In our analysis, we'll be mostly using RStudio for running our code. We will now talk about some communities related to R programming. Different relevant communities that can provide support related to R programming include Use R, YR, Connect AR, Set R Days, R Ladies. Additionally, Use R organizes conferences on regular basis. From 2006 to 2019, each year, conferences were organized in different cities of the world. In 2020, conferences were organized online due to pandemic. Now we'll talk about our journal. Our journal is an open source journal. It publishes research projects which are pertinent to statistical computing. It also publishes information on new packages, tips related to R, and foundation news. These are our references. Thanks for your time and stay tuned for the next video, which is on basics of R programming.